Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again to A Different Opinion. Today, we're going to be looking at something that's a very hot topic lately. I mean, here in Australia, it's really popping off at the moment. There's more and more kind of protest, anti-protest, everything going on at the moment with this transgender movement that's going on, right? Where they're trying to let kids decide on a lifelong surgery or, medication that as a kid, in my opinion, you shouldn't be able to decide. If you're an adult, fair enough, do what you want to do. You can go and get the surgery, whatever you want to do, right? But as a kid, I mean, there's kids that are like 3 years old, 6 years old, that these teachers are talking to them and saying, do you feel like a boy or do you feel like a girl? I don't feel like either. Well, you're neither then, you're trans. Or, for example, if a boy says, I'm a girl, then they say, you're actually a trans girl then. Instead of actually letting them be kids, and then when they're older, they hit puberty, that's when they become who they really are. So that's why I don't understand why they're trying to force this upon kids. And you see more and more of these kind of protests going on where they're literally protesting to let kids see cross-dressing shows and all that type of stuff, which, fair enough, if you're an adult, go and do that. But they keep pushing for kids for some reason. It's kind of sickening. I'll quickly show you this video before we jump into the main video I want to show you. So this is parents stand up to council and trans activists over drag story time in Melbourne. So yeah, drag shows that they're trying to read to kids when they're pretty much half naked. Like, it's really weird. Why is that a thing? Just kind of wear normal clothes if you want to talk to kids and read to them. You don't need to be half naked. Let's have a watch here.
What rights is it exactly you want from council that you don't have at the moment? Are there specific rights? Why are you still wearing a mask? Is it the right to have story time for children ages 1 to 6? Is that the right that's the hill you're going to die on, to have sexualised story time with little children? What are you guys fighting for? What rights in council are you lacking? Your sign says drag queens are welcome in, that's fine, but why are they welcome to kids of ages 1 to 6?
1 to 6 years old is
Are
very
you a
weird.
ratepayer?
Ratepayer? No, bro.
So what are you doing?
So ratepayer obviously means, you pay rates. So you're paying for a house or you're paying rent, that type of stuff. That's what rate paying is. And apparently he's not a ratepayer.
Yeah.
I can tell you what I'm doing here. I'm opposing this sort of thing that is, how do I put this? Right-wing propagandists.
That's the thing, a lot of times they don't actually know what they're actually protesting. Who in their right mind would say, we want half-naked men dressed as women talking to little kids that are 1 to 6 years old and telling them, you should explore these things, explore that type of stuff. No one really in their right mind wants that. And it leads to these type of things, right, where kids in schools around America and Australia now, they can say that, look, I am now trans, you should call me by a name. So I know a couple of teachers and they say that if a student comes to them and says, my name is actually Sarah, but I'm actually trans now, and I want you to call me John, you have to call that student John, otherwise you will be disciplined. And you are actually not legally allowed to tell the parent unless if they say they allow you to tell the parent, which is so messed up. I just don't understand why they're protecting this sort of behavior. And the thing is, imagine being a parent and this is happening to a kid and you didn't even know about it. So this is what's happening in schools. A female student actually said she doesn't want this transgender person, this male, biological male, in the locker room with them to see them naked and all that type of stuff. And this is what happens. You can see it's a very big guy. Or whatever they are now. Look at that, this guy's not doing anything either. He's just kind of holding him like... Do something, dude. Put him in a headlock. Look, someone else comes in and like, police is kind of like, get away from them. Why are you beating up girls? What's your problem, man? And it's becoming more normalized, like we've seen in that Posey Parker video I made as well, where she went to go do a talk and they were assaulted. A 70-year-old lady was assaulted by a 25-year-old male. Why is this okay now? It's not. You can see here again. Another video, same guy, beating up on another girl. Just look at the size difference. And people just videoing this. This is what the sad thing is about nowadays society, is they just videoing this instead of actually stopping this insanity. Ridiculous. Now, this points me to this here. So, luxury lingerie company features a male model wearing bra and panties. It is absolutely insanity. So have a look at this. So this is Honey Burdett's new model wearing female lingerie, and it's literally a male. Like, how is this at all supposed to make a woman want to be like, you know what, I'm gonna go and buy that now? It's just ridiculous. A good thing that's happened, I mean, a few people are standing up to this. So an Instagram star, Brie Teresi, she's also a model, severs ties to lingerie firm Honey Burdett after bosses hired non-binary biological male model to promote its women's underwear. Great. Like, this person is actually great for standing up to this absolute weirdness that's going on. So obviously that's the male model there, and this is the lady as well that dropped them as well. So it shows you that people are standing up to this, and they've kind of had enough. And this is what a lot of, you know, women are saying on the ground. A lot of parents are saying this on the ground here in Australia. Here's an interview from one of the mothers.
Anymore in this state, and I've had it up to here. And I'm not a Nazi, I'm not a transphobe, I'm just a normal mother, and I'm not a chest feeder or a birthing parent, and I've got 2 sons, and I'm raising them to be proper, strong men.
Are they Greek from both sides?
Yes.
Are you...
We're Australian too, Avi.
No.
I love this country.
I wasn't questioning your law.
I'm not angry at you, I'm very passionate.
Are you still married? Like, is it a...
My husband's here, around here somewhere. I brought him for protection.
Oh, no, I thought you bought him just as proof that he's still alive.
No, he's alive. My husband loves strong women.
I can tell he better. Oh, he better.
Yeah.
If he knows what's good for him.
When I was growing up, I was a tomboy. So if I was growing up in today's day and age, would I still have breasts? Would I be sent to the gender clinic?
That's actually a worrying thing as well, is that more and more, just because a girl's a tomboy throughout, you know, their younger years, they're being pushed to be like, no, you're actually a male. You're actually a male in a woman's body. You should go and get this surgery. You should go and get this. And there's too many parents that I see that are actually allowing their kids at such a young age to take these things that is life-altering. And also, I've seen a lady in America, it was an 18-month-year-old kid, and she's saying that that kid is trans. That kid is giving her signs that kid has decided that he is now a girl. It's crazy that some parents are like that. So you can see Nike makes Dylan Mulvaney sports bra model. So this is a, you know, obviously a male, Dylan, the name literally. So that's, we've seen what happened with Bud Light, right? With the beer, it's tanked. 17% of its sales are lost, which I mean is hundreds of millions of dollars over a year, just because they decided we're going to do something stupid and promote this to someone whose biggest audience are all like 16 and younger. I mean, it's just ridiculous. This is the person here.
I'm a girl who gets facial hair, and that is absolutely okay, but I have to shave my face every day, so I'm using the EO Sensitive Shave Cream to protect my skin and get a close shave.
And I can't really hate on this Dylan Mulvaney person, because he's a failed actor. He's now done this, and I mean, he is making millions upon millions of dollars. So getting, I mean, Nike deals, getting all these big deals for what, right? It's just kind of crazy that that's how our companies now are. Just because you have a certain millions of followers, it doesn't matter what you stand for, who are watching you, they will just throw money at you. And this is someone who the younger kids are all looking up to. And they wonder why the depression rate in younger kids these days are so high. I just seen a statistic on another show as well, is 1 in 10 kids in high school has attempted suicide, which is 10% of kids. Let that sink in for a little bit. That is crazy amount of people, right? And they wonder what's making it like that. A few people are saying that there's no real role models to look up to anymore. There's no role models to be like, I want to be that role model. Because most role models now cave into whatever agenda is underneath them at that point and decide, yeah, I'm going to jump in that, I'm going to jump in that. And they always keep saying that you got to be happy with the person you are. You know, that's the person you are. But you still got to work on yourself. You can't just be like not helping society in any positive way and accepting that's the way you are. You gotta still strive for greatness, just in my opinion. Let me know what you think as well. Please subscribe if you do want to help support the channel. Comment, let me know what you think about this whole situation. Do you think we have good role models out there? Also, what do you think about this whole trans situation going on in schools and wanting kids to get these surgeries and things? Let me know, what age do you think is appropriate? Do they need to be an adult? Let me know what you think below. Like the video if you liked it, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.